Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Back over here. This is the update, Bitcoin update for the week. I want to start with this video of the president of El Salvador, which is a very big remark for this week. So let's listen together.
Right. So the Federal Reserve is nothing federal and has no reserves. Right. So they do print more money and they rob you from your wealth and from your savings, and that's immoral. But it's not only immoral, but it also destroys some basic economic principles, like, for example, saving or your pension. From these financial publications, they will print lies. But there's something special about lies is that they don't last for long. They don't last long. The Federal Reserve is.
So yeah, uh, exactly. They print a lot of money. They rob you from your wealth. They said they are raising interest rate to fix the problem, but they ignore the fact that they printed 30 to 50% of all the money that has ever been created. All the money your grandparents, your parents worked for. Somebody just push a button and print like 30 to 40% of all of that in 1 year. So, and it's not over. It's not over yet. So they're still tricking you to make you believing they can fix the problem without taking any of this money out of the supply, but just by raising interest rate. So this is the whole BS. I'm looking at over there, like it's like so silly how many people believe in that nonsense. So let's move on to something more interesting. This is the Bitcoin Lightning Network growing. We have this, the yellow line is showing you how many Bitcoin on the network, regardless of the price going down a little bit over the year of the 2022, but we still have the network growth is still going up. So that's great because that shows like the Bitcoin economy is growing. We don't care about the price. It's all the matter of like value, real value. So we know the US dollar is worthless. It's all currencies, all national currencies are worthless. They can print the quadrillions of them out of thin air. So the only thing with value is Bitcoin. So to show you this, here is the Bitcoin mining. Let me show you that. So this is what's happening with Bitcoin mining, protecting everybody's money on the network. I'm sure you got that. Yeah. So this is of the year what's going on. Every single of these computers is acting in our interest in order to protect everybody's money. So nobody can steal, nobody can create more of them. So this is the future right there. So let's move on to something else. So we have, as you know, guys, we have the hash rate keep on going up. We have this is over there. We have the hash rate, and the price is a little bit hovering up a little bit to 21,000. As you know, this doesn't matter much. So the price is, in my opinion, is distraction, but the most important thing is the hash rate, right? Like more people want to mine this thing, more people are interested in getting it, so more and more people are mining, so that and more countries are mining, regardless of how many countries are getting, how many like Bitcoin miners are getting bankrupt, but we still have like a lot of miners mining, and we have a lot of miners looking for it, right? We have like countries mining it, like Russia, Iran, like doesn't matter, right? Because they can't get banned from it. So that's the only network that's open out there. Nobody can ban you from it. So yeah, so I only can see Bitcoin as the global reserve currency. Right now, it could be a 2%, maybe 5%, but like it's already there. Right? It's young. It's but the point is it's growing. It's growing. So yes, it's still like maybe 2%, but it's growing. It's in the process of doing so. That's the point. So the hash rate is not stopping, and people are mining and mining. Price is down. It's just manipulating. A few people just can just manipulate the price, but for how long, right? So they're gonna get short squeeze, and they're gonna lose their shirt, and sorry for them. But the point is now it's easy to see to like it's cheaper to DCA and get some cheap sats, right? So now you could like getting like $10. For example, this is the DCA website. You get $10 every day for the past three, let's say for the past 3 years, you would be getting about if that would be about 59 million satoshis, right? 59 million satoshis, that's a lot, man. Like 59 million satoshis at $24,000 you would be getting, and you would be on investing only 10,000, right? So $10 daily. So that's a magic here. That's a magic, right? DCA, lower your time preference and look at it in the long term, and don't try to chase like a short term gain, right? So yeah, and again, guys, spread the word. Share the love. Send that a moon wallet to your a link for your family to download and send them some sats, right? So this is how the magic happens. The more people get in, the safer it is for us, because the more and more people benefit from Bitcoin, the better it is for you. All right. So you want your family to be safe. You want to help them. So what you do, just send them a Moon wallet. It could be any other Bitcoin wallet. So send them some Bitcoin, get them to download and get them to play with it, so they can start learning about it. So this is how we change the world. This is how the evolution, human evolution is going to Bitcoin. So we have to help each other. So your enemies, your friends, your family, anybody you can help with that. So don't think you cannot do anything. You can. Yes, you can. You can do a lot of things. So you just have to start somewhere, right? So anyways, so let's move on. We have the price here, the least interesting thing, which is hovering on like 21,300. So this is just we're still in a bear market, right? So we still have time. It's still cheap to accumulate satoshis. Because when you wait when the price is high, I know Bitcoin is never too expensive, but like there's no argument that it's cheaper now to get more satoshis than like a year ago. So that's why you get to know what you're holding, what you're having. Right? You have a currency that cannot work from you. They cannot create more of them. They cannot print more of them to go for war, right? So that's what you're doing. You're demonetizing war. You're demonetizing violence. That's what you're doing. Not just holding something, the money that's gonna be worth more. First of all, it's gonna worth more in the future, but also you're doing other things that like making the world a better place by demonetizing war. So that's that, and that's next. And yeah, so this is the minor S9 over the week. This is over the past few months. This is what I've been doing in the mining. So as you know, S9, right? Not much. So I only make like 20,000 sats. That's a lot. I know this is gonna be a lot in the future. I'm just showing you guys. I'm just leaving it here so you guys can see what's going on and what you can do as well. Especially, I know in the weekend, you could fire up a S9 energy house to because in the weekend energy is cheaper. Right? That's why you see a lot of people turn on their dryer in the weekend. They do laundry in the weekend because energy is cheaper. So the same thing, and the weekend you can just start your miner, right? Um, I mean, like when energy price is lower, so that because there's not many companies industry using the energy is just there, it's just going to waste. Instead of that, you just put it in the miner, so you have secured the Bitcoin network and help decentralizing the Bitcoin network. So yes, I like to see those mining farms, having a lot of miners mining, but the problem with that is centralizing the mining industry a little bit, right? So we want more and more people can to mine at home, to heat their home with Bitcoin mining. So I want to show you this too. Okay, no, not this, but I there was something. You saw the guy was mining Bitcoin in their house and heat up their place, and this is the same thing I'm doing with this miner as well. So I mine and I heat up my space with it sometime in the winter. So that's interesting. So those are the things you can do with a Bitcoin miner. Yes, you're not gonna make a lot of money. I get it, but if it's cheap and it worth the cost, right? You can do it cost effectively. It's fun. It's good. Yeah. And so you're securing the network, and also right now, this could be the value could be $4, but and I know in 10 years it's gonna be like 10 to 20 times this value. So, anyways, guys, I think yes. Okay, the last thing I'm gonna go over the 10-year yield. This is the propaganda, and you have over there. This is what's happening here. Um, this is the rate and the 10-year yield. When this chart is going up, that means government is being demonetized. So money, they are running out of money. They use a fancy word. They say there's no liquidity in the system. This is what's happening. So this is from 2020. The rate was 0.65. This was like 0.65. Now the rate is at 4.1. So this is more than like you do the math to see how many times higher the rate for government to lend to get money from lenders. So the cost of money is getting more and more expensive for them. They are getting starved. Yes, it is the case. So it is what it is. And here's the implication of that, right? So basically, the 10-year yield. This is a 10-year yield, okay? So this is how government get money to fund themselves, okay? All the money you get like to fund like the welfare state, all the money to pay for the employers, the war all over the world, all those things get from lending money from others, right? It's from the investors, and they give their money to the government. So because they think the government will always have money to give them. So now these investors are losing confidence in the government. So they are pulling money away. They are pulling their money out because I don't think the government will be able to pay back because GDP, the economy is down, everything is going down. So they don't have confidence. So now basically they are running out of money. So the system, the whole financial system is based on the treasury market, is based on the bond market. So when this thing collapse, let's say if you have the yield go to 10, 20%, so like this, and if you go to 10, 15%, you are like these are rate from like 1980s, right? So those are very, very high rate. They won't be able to pay those interests on the debt they already have, right? Like for example, US is at like 31 trillion, right? Like that just like that's just like for like uh, the base loan, the base debt, but they have like all like 100 trillions of debt. So when you look at this, right? So you're like, okay, if we get to 10, 15%, they just it's just there's no way out, right? But it's getting there, in my opinion. It's getting there. I don't think they're gonna be succeed. They're gonna be successful in lowering inflation. Even though this rate is lower than inflation rate, because we know inflation is at like 8% more and even higher. So in order they can't really solve it by losing interest rate, because this is a lie. This is a lie. As I started this video, they just spread the lie, and all those fiat excrement on YouTube financial channels, they are all doing spreading the same lie, all the fear about all this nonsense. So basically, the way to protect yourself against that, the insurance is Bitcoin, because once the system collapses, there won't be money in the bank. There won't be money in your uh, IRA, your Social Security. All of those things are gonna get burned, and you won't have money. So anybody who get out first and get into something like gold or Bitcoin will survive. Anybody else will just get crushed. So this is why you need to spread the word. You need to help each other from moving to Bitcoin, because if this happen, maybe this may not happen, okay? But if this happen, if there's a 2% chance that happen, so if it happen, you still safe, right? I'm not saying you should just tell everybody to put all our money into Bitcoin or in gold, but you need some insurance, right? So this is why I'm doing this. This is why I create this channel, Pi Cover Bitcoin for the people. So, anyways, guys, and I also create this website, right? They get back over how to I teach you a lot about about Bitcoin, how to mine, how to hold your Bitcoin, what you need to secure it, right? How to do some investing and all those things, right? How to save in Bitcoin, right? So how to keep your job, how to accumulate satoshis, and I teach a lot about it. So, and how to protect yourself from the scams out there, all those crypto scams pretending to be Bitcoin or to be better than Bitcoin. Hey, what is Bitcoin? All those things. I'm building the bridge. So this is the difference I decide to make. And if you like, you can just still support me. And also, the best way you could do, you could just go on this. If you go on the first post or anywhere, you will see tipping.me. You just click on it, and you all can also lightning tip me. So you could just go on your Bitcoin wallet, use the lightning network. You can send me some sats. So this is a wonderful, wonderful thing. In the same, you don't have to be a programmer. You could just create a blog like this and use a Bitcoin. You can receive payment. So this is what I'm doing, and you can do the same. You can do so many other things. You could create a company where you're just selling Bitcoin stickers, or you're just creating. Do you do design? You could just start making a Bitcoin T-shirts. Right? I'll buy them from you. Right? Just send it to me, and then send me the link. I'll say, hey, can I? If the price it looks good to me, I'll buy a few from you. Right? So this is the community here. This is what Bitcoin does. Proof of work and dignity, honesty. And then, yes, this is how we go. This is how we move humanity to the next evolution. So we don't get we don't go back to the Stone Age like you see in Europe, where all people are dying in cold. Right? People can't pay their energy bill because everything is too expensive. So, anyways, guys, this was Pi Cover. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please support, help, right? So I have the link in down below. You could just click, go straight to my Lightning URL and send me some sats. Let me know if you love this type of content so I can keep on going. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again in the next video.